Some 20 miles west of Bolton is a town nestling halfway between Manchester and Liverpool on the M62. It's the birthplace of comedy personality Chris Evans, which isn't reason enough for we cartographers to decamp here. No, Warrington has deeper and more significant comedy roots, stretching back to a remarkable star who's now strumming away in the Warrington Cemetery.
Well, we're here at Warrington Cemetery, and a really important place for Formby fans, because this is the Formby family grave. At the top, the inscription, George Formby Sr., George's dad, a musical comedian in his own right. And this is the spot that George Formby actually stood at his father's funeral on the film, and there's a great picture of him. He stood there looking over this particular grave, and there's the inscription for him. George Formby OBE, the king of the ukulele, probably the greatest British comedian of films of the era.
I'm leaning on the lamppost at the corner of the street in case a certain little lady comes by.
Down the bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down, down the bridge is falling down, get out.
You care for one night of love.
Mother! But anyhow, I know the children.
People just liked him. There was nothing aggressive about him. He just had that way with him, I suppose, that, you know, he used to look sober and he'd say, turned out nice again. And, you know, this would get over an awful lot of things.
Anyway, it's turned out nice again. Go on, Eric.
I'm the youngest one of the family, and I'm 88. So all the rest of the family are already gone. Not a very happy thought, is it?
George passed away from a heart attack in 1961. The funeral took place at St Charles's Church in Liverpool.
We went from there right through to Warrington. And I don't think I've seen so many people in all my life. All the way through to Warrington, wherever there was crowds.
The streets were lined from Liverpool to Warrington. 100,000 people turned out to say their farewell. And of course, many of the people who were there would have been people who went through the war, who he was responsible for giving a lift and helping through. Now Mr. Wu was a laundryman in a shop with an old green door. He dying all day, all linen away.
We know banjolettes have been going for a long time, but nobody ever realised it until he started it. So I would imagine if he was here today, he should be. If he wasn't, he should be very proud.
The whole experience of him, the ukulele, the gags, the plot of the film, the person that he was just lit up people's lives. And you can't put your finger on anything and say, that was the only thing about George Formby. There'll never be another George Formby, because he was the whole experience.
George!
Never touch me.
George, are you hurt? George, say something.
Turned out nice again, hasn't it?